Hello everyone. DHS just published the final version of the registration rule that was announced earlier last year, late last year, which was up for comments. So quickly look at the new process, right? What it looks like. So the first step is USCIS will announce the dates for H-1B registration at least 30 days before they start the registrations, so that employers can be prepared for that, right? And then once after 30 days, basically they'll open the window for 14 days where USCIS will accept the registrations. So this will be an online system where employers or the H-1B sponsors can log in and actually submit the information of the applicants that they plan to hire on H-1B visa. So after this, what happens is they conduct lottery on the registrations, and there are two lotteries, right? One is that they do the regular quota lottery to select the 65,000 petitions, and then they do the lottery for master's quota cap, right? So this is what happens. So once the lottery is done, USCIS will notify the electronically, the registrants that were selected in the lottery. So there is no physical copy that is being sent. They notify electronically in the system as well as a very electronic notification. So once they get it, then the selected registrants, or the applicants get about 90 days to file the proper H1 petition with USCIS, and they'll time it in such a way that this date falls, April 1st, right? The whole idea is, employers can file by April 1st. That's the idea. And after this, the process is pretty standard. USCIS will process the applications, or the petitions the way they have been adjudicating other things. So no change from there, right? So this is the overall high level process on how the new thing will look for the with the H1B registration rule. Now, in terms of lottery, right, how does it work and what's the process there, right? So first thing is, if you look at the registration system will have options to register applicants. So where the overall H1B registrations are received in the USCIS in the registration system. So what the USCIS will do is, the first step is they will run a lottery to select the regular quota cap, which is basically they will run a lottery to select 65,000 petitions from the entire pool of registrations that they've received. And whatever that has not been selected in that 65,000, or especially master's quota petitions that are filed as master's quota petitions, they will run a second lottery only for those unselected master's quota petitions to select the 20,000 master's quota cap. So this is the second step of lottery that happens. So whoever has been selected in the first step and the second step, in the lottery, towards the regular quota cap and the master's quota cap, they will be, termed as a selected, and they'll be notified electronically, to complete the H1B petition filing in the 90 days. Yeah. So whoever has not been selected in both of these lottery, step one and step two, they'll be put in something called a reserve pool. They call it. So the idea behind this is essentially, if at all, they're short of applications or something goes wrong, they could run another lottery to meet the quota cap. That's the whole idea. So it's up to the discretion of USS how they'll handle this. That's the idea. Now, looking at some of the key points with the registration, H1B registration final rule are these, right? So they estimate that with this change, there'll be 16% more chance for the US masters quota applicants. Essentially, what it means is there will be more 5,340 more H1B master applicants selected who have done masters. So basically increasing the chance. And this is where they tell that it's the new system is more towards people with higher education, higher degree, and higher salaries and things like that. And the second one is, the key thing is, this is not implemented for FY 2020 season, which starts in April of 2019, right? This only the lottery order is changed that will be applicable for this upcoming season, but this does not is not implemented for this upcoming season in April. But the idea is the registration system will be effective, for FY21 season, which is for the next fiscal year, which will happen April 1st, 2020. Yeah, and some of the information that they collect in the registration include basic information of applicant and position detail, high level details, right? Not really detailed, but also they're asking to collect the passport number application to detect fraud. So ACS says that they will collect a lot of this information to detect the fraud and avoid, and they'll run some patterns and all these sorts of things, right? That's what they keep telling. Yeah. And also one key thing, right? You don't need LCA for or the degree certificate for registration, right? Because this registration might open up early in February or January timeframe, and you may not have the degree certificate during the time. So it's a you attest that you'll be completing your degree, and also basically, and then when you file the application, then you can submit the transcript and all. So there is no requirement for that. Also, no need to submit LCA. And they clearly tell that multiple registrations for the same individual or the same beneficiary is not allowed by the same employer. This is very clear. Basically, you cannot submit like 10 different job profiles for one individual from the same company. That is not allowed. Yeah. And but multiple registrations from unrelated employers with genuine offers are allowed. So this is also in good faith, right? So some candidates are maybe smart enough to get multiple offers, so they may be different employees, not really related. In that case, it's a fair ask. They can submit multiple registrations, and that is allowed. So overall, with this system, the USA believes that it saves about 43.4 to 63 million dollars annually for US for the petitioners and the government, and they believe that this will just help the overall system in general. So again, this is the final rule that's published, and it is going to be effective April 1st on paper. If there are any changes, if somebody wants to do anything, they could again raise some concerns on this. But essentially, this will be implemented in full blown by next year. Again, thank you for watching. Subscribe more for updates.